Hey, everybody, welcome back. It's time to market like a nerd, and let's discuss a little bit about how to actually influence the outcome of your approval in your ads. And that's coming up next. All right, everybody. Welcome back to another episode. And today we are going to discuss and go over what about this Facebook ads and how can we actually influence the approval time. So I'm going to go over a few things that you might have not thought of today. As you can tell, it's me and my coffee. Mhm. Mm. Jody will not be here joining us today. She is not feeling that well. Of course, as you recall, she is in pregnancy mode. Pregnancy mode. If you're watching this recording, Jody, is that funny? But I know how that is, and so I am very grateful to be here with you all, and I'm going to take you through a few things that can actually help you improve that approval time frame and the approval of your ads. Okay, and so I'm going to discuss today something that it's very it's there's a hot topic. I think we've heard about this. It's been a couple of months now, and it's all about that iOS update. So I'm definitely going to cover a little bit about that and some of the things that you need to realize and understand that is going to be very crucial that you update. Okay, so that way your ads get approved and you don't get too many disapproval things, right? So I'm going to go over that today. But let me start with a couple of things that I know that is something that you need to keep in mind. So, for example, and by the way, I have them written right here. It's one of the things that you want to actually make sure, and this is something that Jody talked about on Monday. She glanced over a bit, but it was in regards to your account history, basically, that make sure that you're not deleting a bunch of ads that are being not approved, that are disapproved, because and then not doing anything about it and just keep pushing and pushing ads because that's going to eventually shut down your account. Also, don't do it. Okay, be good about things. Read up, and I'm going to give you some ideas on some of the things that you need to focus on so that you can make your ads better. But again, the account history basically is what Jody's gave us a little bit of in regards to keeping your account good. Who knows? We don't know as of yet if there's some type of score point that if your account it's shut down a lot of times, will they ever even open it back up, or has it had a lot of ads rejected? And is it often? So make sure, again, if you run across a rejected ad, and on Monday, Bridget actually gave us a great idea that I had not thought of, and I think is fabulous. So thanks, Bridget, if you're watching the recording today. So she mentioned that she keeps the ones that are rejected. She copies them and saves them. And I think that's a good idea, because instead of you just getting frustrated, maybe even flustered, like you're not sure what to do because they just rejected it, copy the info, the post, and even the image, copy it and then put it somewhere so that you can study it. All right, and go over it, because here's the next thing that you want to actually consider so that your ads get approved a little bit faster and you avoid the rejections often. And that is keyword analysis. So this is something that I personally did not realize the importance of making sure that what you are typing is spelled right. As a matter of fact, here's something that you need to understand too, that the way you position your message. If you start doing like claims, right, and all this stuff, and we'll get on that on Friday, okay? But just to give you an example, if you write something and you don't want to be not nice with your words, right? So if you cuss, okay, and if have you know, I don't think I've ever seen an ad like that. But if you're one of those people that likes to put the first letter and star and then the next two letters or something like that, right? um don't do that. Okay, don't do that. It's something that definitely the algorithm, the robots will catch. And again, a lot of times also is the misspelling. So you might be typing something and the algorithms may not understand it or may take it wrong, and that could be an issue as well. So what do you do with this? Just basically, as you're typing your copy, you want to go ahead and just go over it a couple of times, maybe have a second pair of eyes to go over it, just to make sure that you're typing it the right way. If you need to, hopefully you're doing this already, like you're actually using a separate um platform like Word document or Google Docs, right? And right there, a lot of times it'll tell you to fix the what you're typing in, to fix what it should look like. So all right, so that's one thing. Images. Jody mentioned something very important, and I think I'm going to bring that back because it's all about your audience. It's all about understanding your audience, right? So, and it's all about testing as well. Okay. But interesting enough, she had told us that the text, you guys remember when there was ads with an image and there was some text there. So it looks like it's not popular now, or maybe it's not being used as often as it was before. So with your image, the crucial thing is that it needs to make sure that it's decent, but also it aligns somehow with your message, right? So um, there there was actually one thing that Jody said something so funny, that there was this image of having birth. I think it was Amanda, our CEO, having birth or something like that. And interesting enough, it got a lot of views and all that stuff. But again, right, so you got to blend in that message, because that image itself, what's all about, if you think having a baby is hard, then Facebook ads, you should take a look at Facebook ad, that's like way harder or something like that. And again, right, be cautious about what type of images you're going to use, but at the same time, make sure that you align that image with your message, and also with wherever you're going to send this people, right? Whatever link and domain that you're going to send, which brings me to the next one, by the way. So, and on a side note on that image thing, if you're going to use text on an image, I believe, and I should have looked for it, but I didn't today. I believe it was 20% of the space of the image is what you could use for text. Again, selfies, that's very popular. Jody and our team, that's what basically they're finding that is working best. Very natural type of images. Again, selfies, and nothing too fancy. Is really more like very from your phone kind of type of pictures, not professional images. It's working very, very well right now. And also short videos as well, that you can use. Okay. So talking about the domain, right? Like where you're going to send them. Okay. This is the part that I want to get to. And that's why I kind of just glanced through everything right now, went through it fast, because I want to make sure you all understand there is a couple of things you need to make sure you do in your Facebook ad manager account. Number one, if you let me see that. Am I able to share? Let me see if I'm able to share this screenshot. But basically, the first thing that you want to go do is verify your domain. Now, here is the thing. Make sure that you are logging in. It's your Facebook ads account. That is yours. You manage it. It's yours, basically. And the domain name is also yours because you'll actually need to go into the company that you're hosting it from, and go to the DNS settings on that domain, because that's how you're going to be able to verify it. This is actually there's actually nothing new. Well, it's new for Facebook, but it's nothing new in our digital world. There are, for example, if you're using WordPress, a lot of times you may use your domain, so WordPress will want to go and verify that you own it. Or if you're using some other type of software or company, it'll want to verify that you own that domain. So there's a lot of things, even like ClickFunnels, for example. If you're using that, and if you're using a domain name, it'll want to verify that you own it. So again, it's nothing new in our digital world, but for Facebook, yeah, this will be their first time doing this. So how do you do that? Well, if let me actually see if I can share my screen. Let me see. Let's see if I can do that. If I can share. Um, Okay, let's see. Oh, yes, I can. Cool. All right, so let me share this right here. So right now, if you go to your ads account manager and you go and you see where it says there, business settings, that's where you want to click. All right, and then from there you want to go to. Oh, I should. Come on now. Let's see. Let's do this again. Let's give it another shot. All right, this is what happens when you have multiple screens. Yay. All right, cool. So the next one is that you want to go and do after going to the business settings. You want to go and click on that one right there, the brand safety. As a matter of fact, I have a better picture so that you can see when you click on the brand safety. Okay, let me take this one out and let me add. Let's see where. Okay. Yeah, this is interesting. Share. Here we go. And here we go. All right. So with this one, when you click on brand safety, you see where domains is at. That's what you want to click. So again, business settings, brand safety, and domains. When you get to that point, it's really easy. All it is right from there is you're going to see something that says add your domain. As a matter of fact, I also took a screenshot of that. I figured this was going to be easier, and that's why I did this, but it looks like it's not making it that easier for me. So next time, I won't do this. Okay, so there you go. You see where it says add, that's where you're going to click, and you're going to add your domain. Now from there on, seriously, from there on is really just follow the directions. It's really simple. It's going to tell you, okay, type in your domain and go open your domain settings where you're hosting it and add this one thing. It's going to be the scene name. That's what you want to add, is a piece of text that you're going to add to that. There's multiple options, but the first option is the one that's the easiest. So just pick that, copy and paste, and put it on the DNS settings on your domain. And then you're going to come back to Facebook and verify it. And that's it. Like, I mean, seriously, very simple stuff. Now, why is this important though? So Facebook is going to make sure that your domain name, where you're sending people to from your Facebook ads, that you're real, that you're a real business. So make sure it's for a good thing, is for real, basically. It's a good domain name as well. Of course, you have to enter all this information to verify. So they're like, now how many can you verify? Well, as many as you're going to use. So there's I don't think there's a limit. I haven't seen anything that there's a limit, but So why would you want to do multiple domain names? Is because if you have multiple offers, right, you want to make sure that you verify those things. So do that. Now, check this out. This is another side note on this verification process. If you haven't, by the way, you can get this information on your own, really. Like, just go through it. I have it right here. It is, as a matter of fact, if you just go to facebook.com business, facebook.com/business/help, and just type in Apple iOS. If you type in Apple iOS, it'll come up with what they want you to do. And the number one thing I'm reading from Facebook, you know what? How about I share? How about I share this? Okay, here we go. Sharing. Where are thou? And there we go. Okay, so there it is, right there. So it says number one, domain verification. That's the one thing they want you to do. Now, the other thing is, this is crucial: 8 conversion events per domain. All right. So I just told you that I'm encouraging you to go verify your domain, but I am also letting you know, just like Facebook is telling us, that you're only going to have basically 8 events. If you don't know what an event is, it practically all it is how you're tracking, how you are going to be tracking what people click on the website when they get there. So let's say you want to track how many people clicked your offer button, your call to action button, or how many people clicked on, I don't know, enter the information, or clicked on something to download. Like whatever it is that you want to track, those are called events. Okay. So when you put events through your domain, usually the general things that you want to track is obviously the click-through rate on your website, right? So the conversion rate. So you want to track that button, that call to action button. And then the next page, it will be whether it's an upsell or an order bump or whatever it is, a thank you page, whatever it is, you want to track that and continue on if you have multiple pages from there. But it's one domain, right? So what Facebook is saying, that you can only have in your domain 8 events that you can track. What if you want to track more than 8? Well, they're just saying, it says right here that the plan to operate with 8 conversion events per domain, you can only configure up to 8 unique conversion events per website domain that can be used for campaign optimization. So it'll be a good idea to maybe have multiple domains. I'm just saying that could be a good idea. So that is another thing, again, to help you improve again the approval time of your ads, right? All these little things here. And in regards to that, this iOS update, I just remember that and actually, just think about it this way: it's in iOS update. It's not so much that Facebook is changing everything. It's just they're just changing to align with that update to help us as advertisers to get what we're going after, right? What we're paying for. And again, it's an iOS update, so Facebook is still good. As a matter of fact, Facebook still, right now, still is one of the best platforms to go and advertise. Okay, so I know that there's been a lot of hype about this change and all this conspiracy theories and stuff like that. Don't fall into that. Listen, you keep doing it. You know what? I like what Jody always tells us. She always says that marketing always works, right? And I'm going to tell you right now that the number one thing that Facebook does for your business is that it helps your marketing be amplified, right? Because you get to reach a lot of people. But it's your marketing strategy, it's your marketing plan, it's your marketing copy, your marketing messages, your marketing website. And most important, keep your data, meaning that you've got to make sure you're building a list of names, emails, and possibly even if you're that type of business that needs phone numbers and addresses, all of that. Make sure you're keeping all that, because if who knows? But if ever Facebook changes everything, your marketing and your data belongs to you, right? So again, just giving you like this is like this is like little things that can potentially help you out. I don't want to get into all the details because it's a lot of information, and besides, it's been 20 minutes already. Holy moly guacamole. All right, awesome. So here it is. Oh, thanks for the likes, y'all. So here it is. Here's what we've got today. Then today was all about just some of the ways to influence your approval time, your ads, right? So that they can get approved. And by the way, if you're starting out with Facebook ads and your ads are not getting approved quickly, usually it's because you're starting out. If you think that sometimes what happens is that one of the ads may get approved, and then before you know it, like the same ad is going to be disapproved, make sure you go and submit a request about, hey, what, ask a question, like ask it, go to the help center in Facebook. There's somewhere that you can actually just go there and ask and talk about what's going on, what did you do, and why did they shut that or rejected that ad. And sometimes you just may need to speak to a representative over there, because remember, and this is again very crucial for you to understand, that the algorithms, the robots, take a look at it first. Sometimes a person, a human being, may look at it, but it could be a subjective look, right? So, they may not think it's good, so they may reject it. And then somebody else may look at it, some other staff member may look at it in Facebook and say, oh yeah, no, this was fine. It's happened before. So don't freak out if things get rejected. At least do your best to reach out. If your account is shut down, you definitely want to make sure you reach out and you keep finding ways to get it back up. Usually, if it's your first offense, even your second, they're pretty good. You just have to have the patience to go after it. If you don't have the patience, or if you don't have the time, because it does take time for the communication between Facebook and yourself or your staff or whoever it is, then let us know. Let us know, because that's actually part of what we do. We will go and help you do everything we can, because we have the time and we have the staff and everything we can to connect with Facebook and get your account back up and running. And in the meantime, through that process, we'll also take a look at everything that you're doing to make sure that your process is good, so that it won't happen to you again. Cool? All right, awesome, peeps. Thanks so much again for watching this podcast, this video cast live, whatever this is called right now. This live, there we go. This live. Thanks for watching us live. Thanks also for watching the recording. Now, until further notice, and I'm going to tell you right now, things are going to change. But so far this week, I'll see you Friday morning, and I'll give you a good announcement on Friday morning, because I told you that things are not going to be like this always until further notice. I kept telling you that, and the further notice is coming up, and that's going to be on Friday morning. I'll let you know more about it. Cool? All right. Thank you, everybody. Thanks for watching. I enjoy being here. Hope this helps you out. Till next time, have an outstanding day. Peace.